Hey yo, like, if I could do one thing in this world, it would be to at least inspire one person. Because it's not about how bad you want something. How bad you want something is meaningless. It's pointless if how bad you're willing to work for the thing you want isn't 10 times as intense as how bad you want it. I can't sell you desire. I can't bottle up passion and give it to you in the form of some magic potion. The only thing that can quench hunger is more hunger. And every trial, every tribulation, everything you go through is necessary in life. Because it's the lessons that you get from those things that most people can't and will not endure. Embrace it. I urge you all to embrace it, because it's the one thing that will allow you to become king.
Room full of tight stairs. Yeah, they could call you the greatest, so you pay your bills but you barely made it. That it's all on your shoulders and everything will seem clear if you stay sober. That your heart is really in it when you know most these folks ain't impressed with your vision. That this pep talk will keep you in top form when so many fail off. That the world feels your pain, it's kill or be killed, can you keep what you claim? That you really can sustain this lifestyle, sky miles, balling in the chains. That these niggas really fuck with you when you hit rock bottom, look how many stuck with you. That the devil's all around, if he knocking at your door, have strength to turn him down. They can barely hear the real shit in a world of fantasies, can you be a realist? That the government concealing the true intentions, apprehending though they won't be peerless. That doing right will make you richer, and just because you paid this white folks still won't call you nigga. That you can sacrifice it all when the ball's in your cold and your time has been called. That God will forgive you for those times that you didn't let him steal you. For those times that you up and lost faith cause you swore he couldn't hear you and nothing never changed. That screaming out his name when you lost your best friend is what really helped the pain. That you never loved fame and you wouldn't miss a dime if you lost it all a day. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
What's up, y'all? My name is TJ Thompson. You know, author told, I like to thank all my friends, all my family for coming out today, showing me love, man. My brother right here, man. It's been a good shoot today, man. Shout out to Travis, shout out to Elle for coming out, helping out. My best friend, Lanita, my best friend, Tremere, my cousin Money for coming out, helping me do this thing. It's crazy, man. I like to thank Mr. Mike, Zoe for coming out, my mom, my stepmom, Giovanna. Man, I'm just chilling, man. I just hope, this book, I can take this to the next level.
So tell us about the writing process.
Well, I say it started off like my daughter was 2 months, my daughter was 2 months. I started writing the book. You know, I was inspired by my teacher named Dr. Thompson, and she just said everybody had a story to tell, so I went about it and actually followed through with it and did it. You know what I'm saying? And I say, like, after my daughter would go to sleep, I'll start my writing process. You know, sometimes I'll be asleep thinking about an idea, and I have to write it down because, you know, it's that good. I can't, you know what I'm saying, I can't go to sleep and then wake up and it's still there. So that's just about my writing process.
Describe growing up not having much. What was life like?
Life is hard, man. Like, that's like I was telling my friends, man. Before this interview, I was just saying, like, man, I had to be broke a lot of times, man. I had to be broke. That's how I stayed out of trouble, man. Sports, athletic, man. I done that because I knew if I do that, man, I'm not gonna be into the streets. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, man, I didn't want to be like everybody else. I wanted to branch out, man. I already had my own voice. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I went about things, man. I just want to be myself, man. I can't be no hustler. I can't be no grinder. You know what I'm saying? I hustle my way. You know what I'm saying? But I don't worry about the streets, man. What I can tell them is, man, just stay on track, man. Like, don't. Let's say, like, we all go through trials and tribulations, man. But you can't let that stop you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be the bigger person, you gotta be the bigger woman, you know, the bigger man, to say, like, you know, I gotta get me an education. You know, you gotta start somewhere, man. It ain't always about, you know, where you begin in life, man. It's all about the finish, man. You finish on top, you good. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't start off good. You know, I'm still not good now, but I'm still striving till I get to that particular point. And once the young kids see me go through, they already see me go through high school, so they already got that in their mind, like they want to go to high school, they want to play sports. But now I'm pushing it. I'm pushing them to go to school. You know, I'm pushing them to get their education. I'm pushing them to just stay on top, man. Respect their parents, man. If fatherhood or motherhood come in the way, man, hopefully they'll step up. Fatherhood, man, I tell you, man, it's been crazy, man. I had my daughter at 20 years old, and I grew up real fast, man. And I mean, when it come down to fatherhood, man, I feel like, man, you gotta treat your daughter as the same way you treat yourself. You know, you gotta take care of her. You know what I'm saying? My mom always took care of us. You know what I'm saying? She always took care of us, man. She basically had nothing, but she always took care of her kids. I'm the only boy, so, you know, me having a girl, I think that was a nice fit because, you know, but then again, you know, it's some hard times too raising a little girl, man.
Was there ever a breaking point in your journey into it?
Yeah. I'll tell you about this. When I was starting writing the book, I had lost my flash drive. So the whole time I'm looking like, what happened to my flash drive? I lost my flash drive, the computer deleted certain stuff, so I'm thinking, like, God don't want this to happen. Maybe it's not even meant for me to write a book, you know? And I was like, man, what I'm gonna do now? Instead of just keep holding my head down, man, every day I find something to pick myself up, something to say, all right, keep going. So what I did was, man, I just kept going, man. I had to write the whole book over, you know.
So you lost all of it?
Yeah. The book supposed to be bigger than what it is, like far as the length-wise, but I had lost so much stuff, man. You know, I couldn't get it back. But I'm happy that it turned out the way it did.
What was the message in the book that you really wanted the readers to grasp?
Well, I wanted to grab people's attention, because when you look at me, you see just a football player, you see the jury, you see this, you see that, but it's another side to me, man. It's a serious part of me, man, that I feel like I just needed to be heard, you know. What I want people to get out of it, man, I want them to get my mindset, how I thought of things, man, and, you know, open people's eyes, man, to different things, man. I understand everybody's not going to like my movement. I understand everybody is not going to like what I do, but I'm still going to do it. Because at the end of the day, somebody out there this book is gonna reach them, you know, and they're gonna, you know, fall in love with it, man. They're gonna tell their friends, and their friend gonna tell a friend, and it's gonna be a chain reaction, man. It's gonna be a beautiful thing, man. To be honest with you, I don't even consider myself an artist, but I am art, you know.
Why is that?
Why
don't you see yourself as an author? Why don't you see it as a career?
I don't know, man. I mean, when you go into something like this, you really had to do your research. I didn't do my research, like poems, all that. That was my first time doing it. I put the whole book together from scratch, from the pictures in there, from the cover, everything, man. And I laid out the cover. I wanted my daughter to be on the cover because, you know what I'm saying, it's a book, but I'm presenting fatherhood too, you know what I'm saying. My daddy wasn't always there, but my daddy is here now, you know what I'm saying. And, you know, I just wanted to bring that to everybody's attention.
I love him. He came through all that stuff. I'm so proud of him. I am. Because he could have went one way, but he didn't. Because he hit the streets.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You feel like he could have been worse?
Yeah. But he didn't go that way. You know what I'm saying? He did what he wanted to do. Because he could have gone the other way, but he didn't. You know?
So you felt like he detoured from the peer pressure of the community?
Right. He did good. Fast look good, like a 10 speed, like at 3. A 10 speed with the cross box. He was riding.
No training wheels.
No, a 10 speed.
Can't put 10 training wheels on.
I mean, he was riding. Yeah. He knocked his teeth out of his mouth at what? 3? He get it back and go 10. That's my baby boy, so he told me that he could do some things, he could make things happen. And he's making things happen.
Well, my first reaction was, I knew he was into sports, but I didn't know he was into book writing. So I kind of was a little cautious at first, but then after you read the book and seen everything, everything was okay. The day he was born. Wonderful thing.
Wonderful thing.
Yes, he was. He was the only boy. She was always looking for a boy. She had all girls. She finally got her a boy. And that was a wonderful thing right there in life. I know sports is his first love. But I know also you get injured as far as sports, so you can go on sports, but injuries will cut your career short. Now, book writing is something like he might could really work with. You know, and I feel that he can move forward with that. Either or is either one to be either. Yeah.
My name is Brika, and I am TJ's older sister. Okay. I didn't expect the book to be what it was. You know, he let his true feelings show, and I'm proud of him for that. He didn't hold nothing back. I learned his true feelings. I knew he could do it, because everything he put his mind to, he do it.
Okay, so what's your favorite part about the book?
When he said that he wanna move it to it, I'm ready to start crying. When he said he wanted to get his baby girl a house with a backyard, because that's what he never had.
Do you think he should write another book?
Show us.
He can keep on going with it?
He can keep on going with it. Because a lot of people, they got stories like this to tell. And a lot of people that don't feel like they can do it, like they've been held back by this atmosphere. And they need to know that whatever they want to do is possible.
I am Felice, and TJ is my little brother. Excited. That's my baby.
That's good. All right. What's your favorite memory with TJ?
You taught him. You done everything he asked for.
My favorite memory? Oh, him going to college. That's my favorite memory.
Like the night that we all was there and all that.
Yeah,
Had the drinks popping. Yeah, that was fun. Okay. Being that you know TJ better than anybody, and you know the 2 career paths he's been choosing and going back and forth between, if you had to push him forward in sports or being an author, which one would you push him forward in?
Football.
Football? Why is that?
That's what it's hot at. You like football. You're a good writer. I'm not saying not a good writer. You're a good writer. But football.
Hi, my name is Nikita, and I'm TJ's cousin. When he first told me about how he was going to write the book, I was kind of surprised. I was like, TJ, you ain't going to write no book. He was like, I am, cuz. And then he turned around and he did it. And when I read the book, my favorite part was how he talked about his past and how he talked about his struggle and how it molded him to be a man. You know, he could have went 2 ways in life. He could have been a drug dealer. He could have been hustling on the street. He could have been locked up. He could have did so many things, but he didn't. He took his life and he made it positive. And he's not only making it positive for himself, he's making it positive for the people who are around him. He's not forgetting the people who brought him up. He's not forgetting the people in the hood. He's not forgetting nobody. And he always keep it real, and I can't do nothing but respect him for that. And me and him always been close, and even though I was far away and I come around every once in a blue moon, every time I come around, he always like, what's up, cuz? He'll give me a hug, love me, love never lost. And I'm just proud of him.
Hello, my name is Michelle DeShazer. I've been sort of in and out of TJ's family. His uncle and I had a relationship at one time and produced a daughter. So that's why I stayed close with the family. I remember the day TJ was born. His daddy took his mama to the hospital in this old raggedy truck, and we swear he was going to get bounced out there before he made it to the hospital. One thing about TJ as he was growing up, he never really hung around with a bunch of people. He just had certain individuals that he would be around. He wasn't into that gang stuff. He didn't get in trouble. He stayed focused. He kind of reminds me of a pit bull. Once they get the mind set on what they're going to do, it gets done. He'd be straight on the attack mode and accomplish his goal. And look at him now. I didn't know he was going to write a book, but when I heard about it, I had to track him down so I could get one. And he signed it for me. So when he gets rich and famous, he'll make me some money on eBay by selling his book, but don't tell him. TJ went to school is going to Union. He's doing with himself. He didn't fall into the BS that go around in the inner city projects. He kept his nose clean. He just stayed out of trouble. And trouble was always around, like at the front door, back door, people getting shot. I remember one time somebody was shooting, the bullet went through Laura's window, and everybody hit the floor. But it all turned out to be good because look at him now. You would never thought TJ, coming from the projects, single parent, all girls, would come out to be as special as he is. Hey TJ, that's it, go.
I would like to support TJ because a long time ago he used to be fat.
And he wasn't.
And now he's not fat.
And now
he put me in the book because I've known him since he was a little pup, and we call him TJ.
Right here that I was happy for a young brother that come from the hood where I'm from, that he wrote the book, and he doing great things. Like, I know he will keep on doing it because he's a good dude.
See, I personally know TJ through his sister Denise, and I remember TJ being bad, throwing rocks and shit when he was young. And I always was, I'm gonna tell your mama, like, that's the memory I got of him.
When he was talking about his sisters and stuff, his family, how he's family oriented, and his daughter, me being a parent too, and having a daughter, I understand where he's coming from. Like, it's hard out here growing up in the projects, like trying to raise a family, and still maintain yourself, not get caught up out there and all that crazy stuff.
What's up, man? This is Marquis, man. Shout out to TJ, man. I respect what he's doing with that book, man. He's my boy stepping out the box, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about, man. You know what I'm saying? I read most of the book, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even lying, I ain't finished this junk. But most of the stuff I read in there, it was true, you know what I'm saying? That's what I like about it, you know what I'm saying? So for y'all that ain't read the book, everything in there is true, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all make sure y'all go get that book Told, man. That's a true story, man, by TJ, man. On Amazon.com, man. The book Told, man. TJ, man, keep doing your thing, man. I respect what you're doing, man. You stepping out the box, man. And you showing the younger people in the hood that they can do something different.
My name is Joshua McClure, a.k.a. Josh.
Okay. So, what's your relationship with TJ?
Man, me and TJ like brothers. We grew up together since we was kids. Childhood memories all together. Throughout high school, elementary school, middle school, college. We did some college together, everything. Man, me and TJ like brothers. We grew up together since we was kids. Childhood memories all together. Throughout high school, elementary school, middle school, college. We did some college together, everything. I mean, we just.
So y'all best friends?
Yeah, we more than friends. We like, if we had the same mama, we would be brothers, blood brothers.
Tell us about TJ.
TJ, man, he's a great outgoing person. I mean, he had to be outgoing. He sat back and wrote a book, something I know I don't see myself doing. But what did I grasp from the book? I grasped that we kind of lived sort of the same life. As I looked at the book, some of the stuff he went through, I went through as a child too, and everything.
When TJ told you that he was writing a book, what did you expect?
I cheered him on. I told him whatever he needed, if he needs me to help him, give him input, anything about the book, I told him I'm there for him. But I told him it was going to be a long and patient time for him to write a book. And he can go through setbacks and everything, so he just had to stick with it and dig deep and do what he had to do.
Who do you think the book can affect?
It can affect the youth. And let the youth know what he went through as a child and how they can better themselves and push themselves forward and motivate themselves and build off of it to be better as a child and to do something successful and not just be a drug dealer.
I'm Brandon. Relationship with TJ, brother. Been tight for a real good minute. TJ told me he was writing this book. I was thinking like, TJ always got some kind of something going on. I didn't think he was gonna write no book though, but he came to the book. I was like, yeah, TJ, you doing something different. You making moves. You making progress. A lot of people out here in these streets don't see the opportunity. But TJ, you know, he got a different view. He saw a different opportunity and he went with it. He stuck with it. He ain't quit like most people would. Yeah, about 3 years ago, we went off to school. Told each other we was gonna do this. We was gonna do that. We was gonna get on that field. I was gonna block. He was gonna run. That was the ball game. We both came back. Both went in two different directions, but we still stuck by each other. TJ, he took off. He stuck in school, started writing the book, stayed focused. His daughter came, he got turned up. Ever since then, TJ been on that map to success, man. He been doing a lot of things, taking a lot of different views and opportunities and having a different vision than most people. But career path I think he should follow is sticking to what he knows. Everything he do, it comes from him. It ain't made up, it ain't fiction, it ain't none of that. It's real. Everything he's saying in the book, that's how he feel. That's what he been through. Struggle. All of us been through a struggle. Him,
just like myself, trying to make a different opportunity for people, open their eyes up a little bit so they see something different.
It's Maurice, here shooting this video for my friend, my brother, my boy. You know, I recently found a couple years ago. This is my cousin. You know, met him a while back by playing football, and ever since that been my boy. So, you know, when I first heard about the book and he told me he was ready to do a book, you know, and, you know, shed a couple of light on a couple of people about him doing a book, you know, pretty much nobody really believed that he was going to do it. You know, a lot of people said they're going to do things, but, you know, you probably shake that off like, all right, that's just something that he want to do, but, you know, he really ain't going to go through with it. So, you know, it just made him more stronger to people that didn't have confidence in him, and just to see that he do it, like, I'm just so proud of that man, because after all the adversity and just growing the way he growed up at, and still having to keep his head up and keeping a smile on his face, you know, you can be in similar situations, and just seeing TJ and being around TJ just uplifts you, you feel me? Because you never see TJ in a down moment, you never see TJ in a down stage. He always can uplift someone, even though he might have problems going in himself, you know. So, you know, that's just been my boy forever, you know. I took a while before I read the book, but I actually got to read the book, and, you know, it was a great book. You know, at the beginning, I really didn't think it was going to be, you know, I thought it was going to be this okay book, you know, not saying I didn't have confidence in my boy, but I'm not a real big reader, so, you know, reading a book to me is not really nothing, so I thought maybe it was going to be like a little okay book, but it was a better book, probably one of the best books I ever read in my life, that's honestly. You know, not just because of my boy, just because it was a great book. It took thought, and, you know, and it took heart for that book, you feel me? You could tell that book wasn't nothing that he just, you know, just sat down, just wrote anything. That man took his heart, his tears, his cries, his lies, through everything. Whatever he been through, he put it right in that book. And, you know, my favorite part in that book is about him and his daughter, and you know, having his daughter, and how much that changed his life, how they had to grow him up. You know, how you come from a boy to now you being a man. You got to take care of his daughter, and there's not too many guys out here that's going to stick by their daughter like TJ do. And just an inspiration for me, you know, when I have my own child, that I can, you know, be the type of father he is, because he stand by his daughter, he stay right there. He's not no off and on father, he's there every day. So to see that he's doing something with his life and taking care of his daughter, that's great. You know, it's not too many people you can say, yo, he's doing something, but that's that man right here. TJ is a person that you look at and you say, yo, he's doing something, he can motivate me. That's who I look up to. You know, it just shows you, he don't have to be older than you for a person to look up to you. You can be a person that, you know, younger age, but you're just doing more than what the other person know. You can look up to him, and that's something that TJ inspires me to do, to be a better man, you feel me? And if I have a child, or if I have a kid, he just inspired me to be a great dad like he is, because how can I be that man cousin, or that man can be my brother, and I'm bad to my children, I'm bad to my child, when I'm, you know, I grew up around this man, seeing that he's good to his children. So, you know, he's just an inspiration person. The book is just an inspirational book. So, you know, it's just, I hope everybody that have it, I hope they loved it, I hope they read it, and if anybody didn't read that, you need to go out there and go get it, because it's a great book, and I'm telling you, this book could change your life, and it'll put things in you that you would never thought it happened to you. But I'm out. It's Maurice again. I'm out, and, you know, congratulations to TJ. Love you like you my brother. That's it, man.
My name is Mike.
How do you know TJ?
I know TJ. We went to school together. We played ball. We played football. We went to John Marshall together.
Okay. What did you think about TJ book?
TJ book. When he first told me he was writing a book.
Yes.
I took it for a joke.
Okay.
But as you see, it turned out to be bigger than what it was, more than a school assignment. I liked it.
What was your favorite part in the book?
My favorite part in the book? My favorite part in the book was me, when he wrote about me, him, when we went to Lynchburg.
About y'all being friends?
Yeah, when we were friends, and they made the school out to be way bigger than what it was, and when we got there, it was basically as big as John Marshall itself.
How do you think this book changed TJ's life?
I feel like it changed his life tremendously. Like, it brought him, you know what I'm saying? It made him a man. Like, writing this book made him a man. Like, I can see he put a lot of time and effort. You know what I'm saying? He put his heart in it.
Has this book changed your life?
It has. You know what I'm saying? Him writing the book as my friend, one of my closer friends. It has changed my life. Cause if he can do it, I feel like I can do way better than what I'm doing today.
This is where it all began. This is where my first hit, my first touchdown, my first everything right here. We had the candy lady down there. Man, we had just about everything a kid could want.
How old were you when you first started playing football?
I say I was about 6. But I say watching football, I ain't started watching football until I can say I was about around 10 years old. I started watching football. But then again, I still really didn't like looking at it. I like playing it more than I like looking at it. You know, but it rubbed off on me, and I love watching football now.
Alright.
You want to do it?
The group of the fellas, you know what I mean? Ice, we used to get together, whatever females out here, they're hot, we'll go get it. You know what I mean? If we catch them,
What is it that you're getting?
We're getting it. As much as it, because our parents are going to be watching. So as much as it we could have got at that age.
Yeah, that's it. Everything went down.
Where it all started.
We used to come over and get the icebergs.
You know what I mean?
We used to come get the icebergs over here.
Yeah, from right there. Lady sold the icebergs right there. She sold anything you wanted. Right.
This my daughter Toy right here. She 1 year old now. She bad. And she smell bad.
Excited, you know, to see the strides and things that he made from a young man growing up to have the enthusiasm and to have the wit to go about doing this book. I was very excited about it.
Well, I would say my favorite memory of him would be watching him coming up as a young man. I would say a young man out here and getting into sports. You know, I used to watch him from the time that he was a little pee-wee down there playing football on up until the time that he played football in high school. You know, I remember one incident where he was walking around, he was like, Mr. Mike, Mr. Mike. I said, how you doing, man? He said, I'm doing fine. So he said, I need a pair of cleats, right, football cleats. So I said, well, okay, I got a pair of cleats in the house that's been around. They haven't been used, but they're practically new. And I say, here they are, man. You know, I gave them to them, no charge or whatever, because I believe that we as a people, you know, it takes a village to raise a child. And I came up with that mentality, and so I donated the cleats to them. And later on, come to find out that they were not football cleats, but they were actually a pair of soccer cleats. But I guess it was just a thought, you know.
That's a hard one, because I know his love for the sport of football. I know his love for the sport of football. But then after I actually got his book and read it, I was like, man, I'm kind of caught in between, you know. But both of those routes that he took, both of those avenues that he took were very good avenues. But this is an important avenue as well right here. This book that he's came up with, and I'm pretty sure it's touched a lot of people's lives. It's even touched my life and make me go back and think about a couple of things in life. Yeah, so I would say the book.
All right, cool.
My name's Mel, aka Cardi Carter. That's like my brother, man. Like, we met right here on this playground right here. That's like my brother. I had him like 9 years old. I thought it was a phase.
A phase.
I thought he was just trying to figure out, because it was going rough in football for him. So I thought he was trying to just figure out what he needed to be doing and how he was gonna continue his legacy.
Right.
And then when I seen he was really serious about it, I became nothing but supportive.
So what did you grasp from reading the book?
Basically, TJ, he really told it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why it's called Told. Like, he really pretty much explained to everybody how he truly feels about his football career, about his family, you know what I'm saying, about just everything. He pretty much put it all on the line. And he put it out there, and it's crazy because he didn't really care how nobody felt about it. He didn't care how people was gonna give him backlash about it. he told it all. So it's a good book, man.
What do you think that the society around it can pick up from it?
Kids can pick up everything from it, man. Like, being African American people, we need people to describe to us that we can do more than just rap and basketball. Like, we can be authors, we could be, you know, we could be presidents, we could be whatever we want to be, man. We got a black president now, we got a black author coming from our hood, so he ain't fly shit. He told the truth. He told the truth, man. He ain't really make himself seem bigger than he is. Like,
so he ain't flex it up.
Nah, all the accolades is his accolades. Like, he said that's what he did, that's what he did. You know what I'm saying? He ain't fly. He told the truth. And I think that makes the book even better because being that he told the truth, it's a realistic representation of what you can be coming from the bottom.
Do you feel like everybody else has the same opportunity?
Anybody can do whatever they want to do, man. It's about drive, dedication, and just setting realistic goals. You know what I mean? And I think if you do that, you can do anything, man. And TJ showing you right now, man. From football to the book to whatever he want to do, man. That man can do it all. So.
Is there anything else that you would like to add?
Yes. I'm gonna spit a little something, man. Just for my boy, man. Just to let him know, like, I say, yo, cause I rap and shit. I say, yo, you can be what you want when it comes to anything. We had a bunch of different plots, a bunch of mini dreams. I see my man taking from the bottom to the top. Now he's gonna take it further than that. There's no reason to stop. My man wrote a book, he left and go to school. And he came right back just to prove that it was cool. So if you don't think you can be what you wanna be, you can never even stand in front of me. Bars.
My name is Alonzo, and my relationship to TJ is like a son to me. I've been knowing him a long time, coached him, yeah, he's like a son to me. Surprised, because I know I expected to see him in NFL somewhere, actually, because he played football good, So, I was a little bit surprised, but I mean, I knew he was going to be something, We played Reed at Kennedy. Back at Kennedy. And they had this guard that played AAU. And I mean, he was nice. You know what I'm saying? And he was killing us, And I was like, TJ, we got to get him out the game. And TJ football tackled him, and he got him out the game. So, and we ended up winning, and, what I'm saying, that was one of the funniest jokes,
Yeah.
My name Denzel Hunter. I was featured in Tavarius Thompson book, and I'm here just to let y'all know that it's nothing that's fake about the book, nothing that's fake about the people he's talking about in the book. Like the stories that was told is, if not 100%, 95 to 99% true, because we all grew up out here together. We've been knowing each other since elementary, 4th, 3rd, 2nd grade, matter of fact. We go back that far. And at first we wasn't really like all friends and stuff, but at a point in time where we got together, it all came like, what I'm saying, we all grew up out here together, we all been through the same type struggles. So, when we find out one trying to do something positive, we all try to get together and help, what I'm saying? And like I said in the book, playing sports with those guys, just being that we coming from the same area and might having a chance of doing something with life was like, was what made us close, what made us feel like family, you know what I'm saying? Like I said again in the book, like now I consider those my brothers for real, you know what I'm saying? Not about even what goes on out in the streets or what goes on in life, you know what I'm saying? Just by the moments and the times we did share, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it just was so real, like that TJ wanted to put me in the book. Like, so when he came to me and told me that he was writing a book and he was saying he wanted me to do a part in there, it was just like an uplift for me, because not only that he was writing a book, he wanted to get people known that was going through the same type of struggle he was, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, yeah, bro, I'm down, you know what I'm saying? I'm willing to help in any way I can, you know what I'm saying? And that's just how it was, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, since day one when we met, it was always about each other, helping each other the best way I can, because again, he helped me too, like when I was playing football and doing those type things with him, they always let me know that it was bigger stuff than the streets, you know what I'm saying? And even though I didn't successfully succeed with it, but I did kind of believe, and like sometimes that's all kids in environments like that need, is some type of dream, some type of hope, you know what I'm saying? Because where we coming from, you don't really have too much hope. You don't really have too many dreams besides what goes on, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I say, like, I was real happy when I heard he was doing what he was doing, you know what I'm saying? Because that's another way out, not by doing nothing illegal, getting in no trouble, getting over on nobody. It was all legit, you know what I'm saying? So who could try to knock something like that? But I'm not gonna waste the time and hold up all the time. But like I say, my name is Denzel Hunter, aka Wig, and this is Tavarius Thompson on this book.
Alfonso Green, but I don't like nobody calling me that. You can call me Deshaun, you know what I mean? But anyways, my story in the book is true. There's no lie. And I heard my brother-in-law coming back and telling me like everybody don't think the story true, but the story is true. You know what I mean? I'm out here just basically supporting my brother-in-law, man. He trying to do something in life. You know what I mean? That's why he wrote the book, which basically showing y'all, you know what I mean, what's going on the other side. I ain't talking about no other side like no set-wise. I'm talking about the other side like riches and poor. You know what I mean? This what goes on in the projects, man, you know what I mean? And my story was basically letting people know what I had been through as a little boy. Like that, I was 16, you know what I mean, when I first caught my charge. You know what I mean? I'm out here just living, man. I'm out, I'm home. You know what I mean? I done did 4 years for it. You know what I mean? And I'm just chilling. Got me a son. I got a job now. And I'm just basically, man, trying to see my brother go somewhere, man. And I'm trying to get somewhere too myself. Basically chose this spot because this is where I grew up at, now I mean. This is where I was raised at. I grew up in the house right here on this road. 1225 Hickory. Me and my 4 siblings, my 4 other siblings and my mama, single parent home. You know what I mean? But my story in the book was just basically telling people like, man, it's real out here, man. I don't want to tell y'all my story in the book, because I want y'all for the book, get the book and support my brother, man. Everything in the book is straight, true facts, real, you know what I mean? And the reason why it's called Told is not about people telling. It's about what's told on the streets, like the street life that most people don't even know about, like trying to see what's on our side, like see what we go through, know what I mean? And cause we ain't come up getting raised off no silver spoon, you know what I mean? We had to run out here to get ours, you know what I mean? Y'all need to get that book, man, And keep supporting that book, man. I appreciate y'all for liking my part 2 in that book. And it's real for real.
Yeah.
TJ was probably one of my most dedicated students. I can't say he was the best math student. It was something he really had to work with. And one of the things that I always saw from TJ, he put every bit of effort in everything he had. My fondest memory of TJ, at his senior year, he had failed the SOL, and his counselor told him he didn't have to take it again. And TJ told me, because of my relationship with you, because you've been there for me, I'm going to be there for you to make sure it happens. The day of graduation, TJ shows up at John Marshall High School. Everybody want to know why TJ's here. He said, to take my SOL. Right before I left to go to graduation, the counselor pulled me in and said, TJ passed his SOL. That type of dedication has made him the man he is. And the man that I'm proud to call one of my own. That's TJ.
Hello, my name is Shanika Oliver, and I taught TJ, I want to say either my first or second year teaching at John Marshall. I've been teaching here about 8 or 9 years. He was a student in my government class, and I noticed when I first met him, it was something that set him apart from the other young men at John Marshall. He wasn't trying to be hard or a roughneck or a thug. He just was studious for the most part, very well-mannered, very, very respectful, and I had admired him from like the first day of school on. And the book to me is just like coming of age tale, and just shows how if you have the will to persevere, you can pretty much overcome your environment and the situations that you have been placed in. And TJ is like a prime example of someone who's just playing the cards that he was dealt. He's had trials and tribulations and obstacles. He's lost friends along the way. He has a child, but he still is persevering, and he has his eye on the prize and still trying to achieve his goals. And I wish him luck in the future. I know he'll go far.
My name is Gwen Jalla. I'm the academic coach in the building at John Marshall High School. My relationship with TJ was as a mentor, mother figure, a support staff. He was a very nice young man, very quiet, very easygoing. Stayed to himself a lot, but accomplished all his work. Very good in class, did his work, and a football player. One thing I remember, TJ wanted to run for Mr. Justice and just decided he wasn't going to run. And I talked him into running. As he put up all his posters around, he didn't think he had a chance to run for this position. And young men were sabotaging his campaign. He would put his posters up and they would go and take his posters down. And he would come to me and we would discuss it, and I said, continue. He said no, he was going to stop, and I said, no, TJ, you started, so you have to finish it, because I believed in TJ. And at the end, I was very excited to just see him blossom and do his little dance, something that normally he would not have ever done on his own. But he did a great job, and proud of him. And at the end result, he became Mr. Justice, and he didn't believe it, but everybody else believed it. He's graduated, he's moved on, and doing very well. I'm very proud of him. He has his first book, and read the book and enjoyed it. I felt like he was one of my own. I saw him change from a little baby bird to eagle, and now he's flying. He's in flight, but his best is yet to come.
Good evening. I'm Ms. Thompson, and I'm TJ's school counselor. Well, I was. I had the privilege of being his counselor for 3 years. And in that time, I watched a young man who was very determined and goal-oriented and driven to not only make it and to be successful in high school, but to go beyond high school, whether at post-secondary education, and also he had dreams and aspirations of playing football. Tavarius was a very good student, always smiling, very vibrant, never gave us any problems, was dedicated to not only the football players, but also to his studies. And while he was at Virginia Union, he was, I guess, a spark ignited in him where he chose to write a book, Told. I watched him as he went through the writing process. He was inspired by his teacher. Watched him as he went through the writing process, read a couple of rough drafts, revised and edited, provided encouragement, and just wanted to make sure that he knew that he was doing a great thing and his story definitely needed to be told. He's a great student, very tenacious, very resilient, and I do appreciate him as a student in writing this book for others that are in not just the city of Richmond, but any other surrounding areas, so they can know his story, because he definitely has a great story. And I enjoyed the book, and I also use it as a reference to my students when I do small group counseling sessions.
My name is Gus A. Wilkins. I am the ISS coordinator at John Marshall High School. I met this young man many years ago as a freshman ball player, and he grew into a greater man than even I anticipated. I look at him like I'm a fatherly mentor to him. He's asked in our track, and I think that he has a great future in the world and a life ahead of him that some men wish they could have. I chased him down to buy the book because I missed him on the day I was supposed to. We hit and missed each other for a while. Read the book, and the book is from the heart. The book is about life, and if any young man would read it and pay attention to what's being said, I think it would be a turning point in that young man's life, if he wants a turning point. Everybody reaches that point, and this book will help you reach that point if you want to. It's not a very thick book, but it's a very real book. So the young man wrote it from his heart, not for what somebody was telling him. Like I said, kid, I'm proud of him. And my wife even read the book, and my daughter has it now, says she gonna read it. So that, I tell you something. And I'm proud to know him and continue to know him.
DJ Smalls. Southern Smoke.
When a man's at war with the world and the pressure's on his back, he's standing in the path of a train and he can't seem to get off the track. His friends have deserted him and there's nowhere left to go.